What up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick, ill, aka Charles Brown, back again for another Talking Facts. But first, I want to ask you, are you good? Good. All right, man, your boy Camron, Killer Cam, the man that brought Pink into the conversation. Your boy from the Diplomats, Dipset. Your boy Camron, highly anticipated interview with Nori and DJ EFN on Drink Champs. Now, to the best of my knowledge, they haven't dropped the full interview, but I did see clips of Camron discussing Jay-Z, discussing Beanie Siegel, his time at Roc Nation, Dame Dash, who he liked better between Nas and Jay, who he liked better between Big L and I believe who he say Big L and Biggie. And just all these different random questions they was asking them. They try to get you drunk and get you to get loose, and so you can be more open and get you more pliable to answer questions more freely. Camron really wasn't that drunk when he was answering these questions on Drink Champs. All I know is that through the clip, Camron put a lot of stuff out there that we haven't heard before or that we didn't know the full details of, such as we all knew if you an old head like myself and you into hip-hop like myself and you into the Diplomat, Roc Nation, RocAFella Records situation, when Cam went to RocAFella, Jay-Z and Dame Dash and Big's label, and basically was the nail in the coffin to, some people say, tear RocAFella Records apart. RocAFella Records was always on the bubble for years toward the end. Couple years that people were saying RocAFella Records was going to break up and Dame Dash was going to break Jay-Z whole enterprise up by just being Dame Dash. And some people say Jay-Z a snake and he broke it up because he's selfish and this and that. Whatever the case may be, RocAFella Records, one of the greatest dynasties in the history of rap. You could put that in the top 5, top 10 of all time. I don't know how you can't. But what happened to me, in my opinion, is when you put too many chefs in the kitchen, it ruins the stew. You know what I'm saying? And just classic, too many cooks in the kitchen. After a while, you got too many hands in the pot. And so, when you got a person like Dame Dash, to me, that's volatile. And you got a person like Jay who seems to be competitive, hungry, but also humble at the same time. And then you throw in all these different personalities who want all this different stuff, all these different cities involved, Philly and Jersey and New York and all these different things going on. You got Dame Dash signing not Big Daddy, Old Dirty Bastard and all these people, and Kanye running around trying to get his record out and everybody like looking at him crazy. It's just like a lot of stuff going on. It was a different time. Ye wasn't Ye yet. Ye was just a beat maker with a song here and there. And Jay was still becoming, Jay was Jay, but Jay wasn't this Jay. Jay was still the, I'm out in these streets, don't test me, I'm gonna body you with these raps, that Jay. And Camron was the wild ass dude on the block that was gonna muscle his way in no matter what, like what's going on, he muscling his way in, so. And Dame Dash was the OG hustler that had made a lot of money hustling, but he knew that there was more money to be made in the music business. So he took his money from hustling and put it into music. And you got all these different combinations of kind of personalities. Long story short, if you watch the Camron clip, right? Nori's asking him what happened with the breakup of RocAFella and what happened with him and Jay-Z situation. So Cam goes on to say that his situation with Jay-Z, the problems with Jay-Z stemmed from, in his mind, because he saw Jay-Z grow up. He says that he saw, not grow up, but he saw Jay go from one level of hip-hop to a level where that he couldn't believe that he achieved this level. He went from paying money to open up for Redman and Method Man to essentially eclipsing them to the point where he's doing a stadium and they're opening up for him. Just the whole thing. So he was looking at Jay. I mean, in a roundabout way, he looking at him like, oh, I know you, shorty. I seen you from back in the day. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when if you know the story that Dame Dash was bringing in Cam to be the president of RocAFella Records. Now, at the time, it sounded crazy. And you knew it didn't make no sense. Jay-Z was on vacation, and somehow, some way, we get an announcement that Camron going to be the president of RocAFella Records. A complete 100% Dame Dash move. No way in the world Jay-Z, who already you could tell had a little, there was a tension with him and Camron for some reason. Even though they did Welcome to New York City, there was always, it felt like there was a tension between them for some reason. It just felt like Cam and Jay would not be two type of guys that click in the same. You know what I'm saying? Cam is that flashy dude from Paid in Full that he's playing, doing a Dougie while he having sex. And Jay the dude, like, let's get this money on the low. Let's keep it quiet. Let's be, you know what I'm saying? We only want to talk when we need to. It seemed like two different personalities, right? So, long story short, Cam says he never became the president of Def Jam, but it was announced that he was. Everyone was like, why is Cam the president of RocAFella, when Jay-Z on RocAFella, he the owner, and I'm sure he didn't prove this, and not only that, they don't seem to be that cool. Well, we always ask that question, and apparently Jay answered that question by leaving RocAFella Records, but before he did, Camron said there was an incident, right, where him and Jay, basically Jay was like, I feel some tension, but it's not, I don't know why we feeling like it's tension. Jay was basically trying to, according to Camron, trying to smooth it over, and Cam was like, okay, all right, so then we all good. Let's go, let's work, let's do some work. And I believe they did Welcome to New York City. But then after that, Cam goes on to say he was dealing with P.D. Crack, and it got kind of convoluted that he was trying to rock with P.D. Crack, but no one in the office thought it would be a good idea because P.D. Crack's out of Philly, Cam is not out of Philly, and P.D. Crack running with state property, but P.D. Crack saying he don't really run with state, he not signed to state property, he just out of Philly, but he don't have a deal with them. So Cam was like, cool, let me jump on the song with you. The P.D. Crack, I believe it was the P.D. Crack, that song. And also, he was going to jump on Old Boy. P.D. Crack was going to jump on Old Boy some kind of way. So at the end of the day, Camron, in a roundabout way, long story short, Camron dropped the verse. Him and Jules dropped the verse on P.D. Crack's song. Beans and the people out of Philly got wind of this and was like, why is this dude jumping on this song for a Philly cat? Why is this New York dude getting on this song from Philly? So they felt the way. They reached out to Dame, and Dame was like, bro, like, you know that Philly gonna feel a way you jumping on this track. It's all clicked this back then. You know what I'm saying? It still is. But it was more so back then, like Philly, New York, whatever. So Dame was like, look, we could keep you on it, but we gotta take Jewels off. And Cam says, he was like, nah, take both of us off. I don't understand the problem. If you're not really signing these dudes, what is the problem? He said, if you're going to take somebody, take both of us off. So he ended up taking both of them off, and Beans and them got on the song with P.D. Crack, and the song comes out. But Camron had a version of himself, and I believe he leaked it on a mixtape, which Cam is known to do. Apparently, Old Boy was a song that they weren't even supposed to use the beat. I remember the story that Just Blaze, or one of them, had made the beat. Cam heard the beat. The beat wasn't even mixed or nothing. Cam took the beat, rapped over it, took the song, and just threw it on a mixtape or something like that, and released it without them even knowing. He's like, yo, how you do that? It ain't even mixed right. And the song ended up becoming a hit, and the story goes from there as a legend. So, which is the Old Boy is a fire-ass song. So, apparently, they took that song and made it into whatever. So, but before that happened, before that whole thing happened, before it even became a thing that Philly got mad at the song, right? The state property dudes got mad at the song. Camron says, before anybody even heard it, Jay-Z heard it. And just said, delete Camron off the song. So Jay-Z, in essence, before they even, when all of these dudes is beefing about him even being on the song, Jay-Z already deleted him, according to Camron. So when the word got back to Camron that Jay-Z deleted his verse off of the P.D. Crack song, he took offense to it, as anybody would. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, whatever the reason is, you're not even telling me, you just deleting me off a song. So Jay went, so fast forward, Jay goes, according to Cam, and goes, I did a little something for you, right? Out of nowhere. He didn't even ask. So old boy was popping. So Jay was like, I did a little something for you. So Jay went in the studio and did a verse for old boy. Jay-Z's verse. Did a little verse for him, blah, blah, blah. Cam claims he went in the studio and heard it and deleted his verse out of spite. He said, you deleted my verse off crack, so now I'm going to delete your verse off of this. So nobody ever heard the verse because Camron went petty and deleted the verse, erased it off of the drive out of spite. And he says that in turn led to a lot of little back and forth. And end of the day, Jay gonna win that battle because Jay left the whole label and the whole label fell to pieces. There's no RocAFella records without Jay-Z. Camron went on to more success, but I really don't believe Camron has never, ever reached the level of success he had when he went to RocAFella Records. I'm almost certain that I can say it as a fact. I think he got his first and only platinum album at RocAFella Records under Jay-Z's label, and it is what it is. So, long story short, Cam is... And right at that point, my phone died, but it don't matter because all I was going to say was that Camron said after that, things deteriorated around RocAFella so bad that they ended up going their separate ways. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you think Camron was the reason RocAFella fell apart, or was it already going to fall apart? Let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe. Catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.